Denver champions an immigrant initiative. Plans for infrastructure and capital improvements are getting closer to the ballot, and the mayor kicks off this year's economic plans. These stories and more. I'm Rebecca Jacobson, and this is YCN.
An immigrant is your police officer, your plumber, your kid's teacher, your neighborhood grocer. An immigrant is your next door neighbor, your co-worker, your friend. An immigrant is your mother, or your grandmother, or your great-great-grandmother. An immigrant is not criminal.
Immigrants attending the event shared some of their stories and spoke about their place in Denver society.
We are not here to take advantage of anybody. We are smart, hardworking people that we just want to be part of the community.
I'm going to be the first person in my family to go to college. And this is, thank you. And this is just, it's incredible how far I've made it.
Share your own immigrant story with the new multimedia initiative, Our Immigrant Stories, by contacting the Denver Public Library online. Denver's plans for infrastructure and capital improvements are one step closer to the ballot, with newly impaneled stakeholder committees tasked with defining priorities for the city's future.
So the stakeholder committee process is very important to the general obligation bond process in that these stakeholders provide us with an external viewpoint of what's needed in our city to continue to advance and be a great city from the infrastructure standpoint.
5 committees will each have a specific focus, examining the many priorities identified by the public during the city's comment period last year.
The stakeholder committees include 60+ volunteers that come from a wide range of backgrounds. These are members of the community who have been involved in activities throughout our city from a day-to-day, from their work and their life.
Final recommendations will go to the mayor before the city presents the bond initiative on this fall's ballot. Committee meetings are open to the public. Find out more online. Mayor Hancock headed to the Sunnyside neighborhood to announce the city's annual strategic plan for economic development.
This year's Jumpstart Plan is a robust roadmap to help keep Denver on a strong economic course. This plan is for every resident in the city and county of Denver.
Look for more in-depth coverage of Jumpstart 17 coming soon to YCN. The fight over development on Denver's small lots continues. In August, the city put a moratorium on new development projects taking advantage of the city's small lot parking exemption, which would allow new housing to be built on small lots with no parking. This week, City Council heard the public's thoughts on extending the moratorium, while Council works on changing the exemption.
Our code works just fine and is probably better as written than whatever compromise is eventually made to appease car owners. Car owners who don't wish to share the street or risk being forced to provide for their own parking, which incidentally is exactly what they're demanding of others.
When you're talking about 108 units and possibly 108 additional automobiles that need to find parking spaces in an area that's already quite dense, we need more time to discuss.
Council voted to extend the moratorium, but Councilman Espinoza vehemently defended continuing development in Denver.
We have opened up this city to massive amounts of development, and it still persists today, even if this moratorium were to go on for another 5 years.
Mark your calendar for some free days at Denver attractions, courtesy of the Scientific and Cultural Facilities District. Tuesday at the Molly Brown House, Friday at the Clifford Still Museum, and Saturday at the Denver Art Museum. Raise awareness of the challenges and positive solutions facing our veterans. Join the 5th annual Run as One next Saturday. It starts at the Little Man Ice Cream Store on West 16th at 8 a.m. Look for a new edition of YCN each Friday. Thanks for watching.